Morning, sunshines. We are back in Spain for the third time in less than a year, and as soon as I got here, I immediately got so much happier. I don't know what it is about this place. Truly, I just realized it's my happy place. It's my safe comfort space. And I've seen so many psychics and tarot readers in the past year trying to figure out why Spain to me feels the way that it does, and everybody says it's a past life thing. So we're back. Today is my first day being here that I don't have work, so I figured I would vlog again the way I vlogged in France, which was the video before this, and we'll see where the day will take us. I can tell it's about to be hot, and I think we should get ready together. This is the dress of the day. I thrifted it here a few days ago. The Madrid thrift stores remain undefeated. I think we might have to do a haul at some point because I've been shopping so much. I have no idea how I'm gonna pack anything and bring it back. But I saw this dress and immediately fell in love. I feel like it's so different than anything I would normally wear and anything I own. It's reminding me how much clothes have power over your energy, and I feel like when I wear this, I just feel happy and bubbly and vibrant, and that's the energy we want to channel today. Now it's coffee time. I've been going to Federal Cafe every single day, of course. Did I pick my Airbnb to be close to it? Yet again, I did. I got to the point where all the employees, as soon as they see me, they like know my order and they just bring it, and it's just so cute. And they're like the friendliest staff I've ever met in my whole life. In like another lifetime, I would move to Spain and work at that cafe. I love it there. So if you're ever in Madrid, you have to go to Federal Cafe. Literally my favorite place. So let's go get some coffee. Trying to figure out what we should do today. It is so crowded. I've never been here during tourist season. It's like my first time. And there's a lot of people everywhere, but I'm thinking it might be a day of finding and adventuring through all my favorite coffee places. So we'll see where the day takes us. I ended up coming back because I feel so tired this whole trip. I have felt so tired. Even after sleeping, I still feel so tired. I was gonna end up taking a nap, but we're just gonna power on through the day. It's 5 p.m. now, and I'm hoping there's like any coffee shop still open. Hopefully there will be. I think there will be. I'm wearing this for the rest of the day because I think I'm gonna go to the park and watch the sunset. I hate that this romper is not green because, you know, I only like wearing monochrome, but I thrifted this and I think it's so cute, and I can't wear this. I can't wait to wear this over a swimsuit when I'm in Greece, but for now that's what we'll be wearing. And let's go hopefully get some coffee. Ooh. Before we go, I ended up doing some shopping, more shopping. It was not on purpose. I just have a problem, I think, but one of them I won't show you because it's a gift, but I will show you the most exciting find of the day. I was about to check out. I was at this bookstore. I saw this thing that looked like a perfect gift for somebody, but then it's a flower vase in the shape of like the Colosseum arches thing. I don't know. It very much fits the aesthetic of the rest of my apartment with the vibes, the Greek Roman vibes, the goddess vibes, goddess energy, and it's called Athena, so it just makes sense. And I actually don't think I've ever bought a vase. I always have flowers in my apartment, but I always reuse jars. So I think this is the first time I might have actually bought a vase, so it worked out. All right, now we're gonna go get coffee. Of course, my phone is about to die, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to vlog much, but I'm at Retiro Park and look at this. It is so hot today. You have no idea, but I witnessed like the cutest moment. I wish it was normal to take like candid pictures of people being in their own little vibe and like trying to find a way to give it to them without being creepy. There was this dad and this little girl here feeding the fish and just vibing like she was a baby, like giving very much girl dad vibes, and it literally felt like I was witnessing a core memory being built for this child, and it was absolutely adorable. And I just wanted to like freeze the moment and try to give it to them so they could have it forever, but I was like, that's gonna be creepy. So here we are. I'm just sitting, I'm vibing. I think I'm gonna read a bit while I wait for the sun to go down, but it's very hot today. Ooh, I haven't even talked to you guys about the book I've been reading. I posted about it on my story, but truly cannot recommend enough. Be Not Afraid of Love by Madrid. This is so well written. I think it came out the week before, or the week that I was coming here, and I saw somebody posted on their story and I felt so drawn to it that same day, the day before my flight, I went to the bookstore and it was the last one they had and I got it. And every time I come to Madrid, it like starts off as me trying to escape from life, but turns into me doing like years of therapy condensed into like a few days or a few weeks. So the last time I was here, end of January, February, I was reading the book Attached, and it like single-handedly changed my perception on like relationships, attachment styles, which I didn't even know were a thing, and like forever my perception on people and relationships. This one has been right up there with it. I feel like I said, it's so well written, and each chapter is a different feeling and a different emotion, and the way that she normalizes feelings and all kinds of feelings are like I've never seen before. And reading it was the first time that I was like, I didn't even realize how not socially acceptable the feelings she writes about are. Like the first chapter starts off as numbness, and I feel like as somebody who has felt numb, like when you're feeling that way, it feels like you're the only person that's ever felt that way. And I was reading this and I was like, I don't know, like those feelings could be so isolating, and just realizing that other people have felt it, like just that alone makes it feel better. And I know it's like so narcissistic to think like, oh, you're like the only person to have felt this feeling. That's not what I'm saying, but it's just like in the moment they feel so isolating, and I just feel like hearing somebody else talk about it feels so nice. So if you're looking for a new book to read, truly, it's just so insightful, and it's so introspective the way she writes. Chapter 1 is numbness, and then it's anger, anxiety, grief, distrust, shame, presence, community, miracle, and love. So I've been reading this. I feel like I haven't really been on social media at all this past week, because all I've been doing is just like vibing, working, healing, reading, going to a bunch of coffee shops, and it's been really nice. So I'm trying to work on being more present in the moment, trying to work on giving myself more grace of my thoughts and my feelings and whatever that looks like. Oh, another core memory being built, and now it's this guy and his dog and their frisbee, just vibing. The dogs here, by the way, are like another level. Like the dogs here are like actual dogs, whereas I feel like dogs in America are like treated like humans, so they're a little spoiled. Like dogs here are so well mannered and so well trained just naturally that like leashes are not a thing, and they don't need them because the callback of these dogs is insane. So I wish I could show you this right now without being creepy, but this dog is loving the ducks that are in the water. but yeah, read the book. I don't think I've gotten dinner a single night of being here, so I found this restaurant that seems on the way. Good morning, sunshines. Happy Sunday. I was so dedicated to getting up and being out of the Airbnb early this morning. I've had a whole fiasco. This is what we shall be wearing today. These are like ginormous parachute pants I found yesterday, and I'm wearing a swimsuit underneath just cause. And today's Sunday, and every Sunday in Madrid there's this really famous, my phone keeps trying to turn off. Every Sunday in Madrid there's a flea market that happens, and the other 2 times I was here I either missed it or was not aware, but today that is high on the to-do list. So I'm gonna go get some money changed, converted to euros, because it's cash only. I've gone away the whole rest of this trip without needing cash, but I think today I actually will need cash. And then of course coffee, and then we're gonna go do that. I'm so excited. I'm excited for the finds. I guess hopefully I don't find that much stuff, because like I said, I have no space, but I also find it's probably really exciting. So let's go get some money changed, get coffee, and then go to the flea market. My favorite cafe has a Sunday art market that happens. I bought art from here last time, and it's happening again. I just can't get over how beautiful every single block looks in Europe. I found a photo booth. I've been manifesting one of these. Let's see how they go. Hello. I got overwhelmed and ended up in a coffee shop instead. So we're just gonna sit here and read and vibe in the corner. They put me in like the best place away from everybody, and like literally in the corner of the whole place, and I love it. And I got cappuccino number 2. I guess I got a latte this morning, but I was here one time, like last time I was here, and glad I stumbled on it again. So yeah, I'm just gonna read. I showed you guys I kind of want to read you guys one of the paragraphs on the book. Actually, I find it so embarrassing. I'll read you guys a chapter. I'll read you guys a paragraph of this when I'm like alone, because I feel like it's so well written. And she put into words like something I've been trying to put into words but haven't been able to. So yeah, I'm gonna read now. You guys want to welcome to my nightmare right now? I need to try to fit all of that, and there's a load in the washer, into this little carry-on. I did not realize how bad it was until I just put them all in one place, and I've been shopping. Oh God. You know, I've managed to make some magic happen in the past. Humanly, physically, don't think it might be possible this time, but you know what? let's just get started because I'm gonna have to need time to figure out an alternative plan. Packing is simultaneously going better and worse than I thought. It's hard to fully say where we're at given the load in the laundry, but I've managed to fit more than I thought, which brings us to this weird in-between space of it's not worth me getting a whole bag, paying to check a bag, having to deal with a checked bag in New York getting to Harlem. So instead, I might just end up like donating some stuff that I bought. I mean, I bought it for the thrift store. I'll just return them and donate them back to the thrift store. But I need you guys to tell me how you feel about the skirt because I can't tell if this is good or bad. I feel like, first of all, you know I never wear denim, okay? So the fact that I even bought anything denim, either great or terrible decision, we still can't tell. This is like a denim skirt and it's the stretchiest denim you would ever think. Like, why don't I find real jeans with this denim? I don't know, but I feel like it was giving very diesel, and I never really see denim skirts, so it's hard for me to tell, but in the moment I thought it was cute. But honestly, if I'm honest with myself, I don't even know how I would style it, and I feel like the zipper is like a bit janky in that it doesn't really stay up. It's hard to see. Do you see how the zipper like undoes itself? Maybe it's just too tiny for me. Okay. I don't know how to show it to you all. Do we hate it? Maybe we hate it. I'm glad I filmed that because I think just based on the zipper alone, it's a no-go for me. Hello. I don't feel like I did such a good job of vlogging today, but we're back in the robe. It'll be a full 360 moment of how this vlog started and how it will be ending. I came home, I had a productive packing session, but I now have to wait for clothes to dry, so I feel like I'm calling it a night on that. I did want to read you guys a section of the book because I feel like it resonated with me a lot, and it's more reasons why you should read it if it resonates with you too. She says, I misunderstood self-love when it became popularized. I had a very basic understanding of it. I thought that it meant to be selfish and hyper-individualistic. In my heartbreak, I thought self-love meant to hoard all my love for myself. I became my top priority and everything else came after. If something did not serve me, I quickly cut it out. I started treating people as if they were disposable, especially during conflict. Now in hindsight, it feels violent to me to think of anything in the world as living to serve. I started meeting a lot of other people who engaged in the same form of narcissism that they thought was self-love. However, I noticed that when we all spoke of self-love, we all spoke with protective emotional shields. Because my trust had been betrayed, I told myself that the only person I can trust is myself, and built walls blocking me from the possibilities of intimacy and communion. Dedicating my love to hyper-individualism did not nourish love, and instead severed my ties to all the love I was connected to. Loving myself did not mean that I had to confine myself to an island, and loving my life did not mean that I had to venture through it alone. I had forgotten that my pleasure is connected to all pleasure, my sorrow is connected to all sorrow, and my joy is connected to all joy. Self-love is not narcissistic selfishness, nor is it isolation. Self-love connects us to all the loving forces that surround us. Self-love dissolves the barriers between us and others. When we deeply love ourselves, we love one another. I hate reading out loud. It like really triggers my being an immigrant and having English be my second language and like popcorning in high school. But I really felt like that resonated with me because I feel like I went from one extreme to another in this past year. It's really interesting looking back at my life and where I was in the beginning of October when I first came to Madrid. I was like very early in my being alone phase. I felt like I had just like released the ties that I had to my like super long-term relationship, and I was finally free and needed to discover how to be alone and love myself. And I thought I did that in the past year, but I'm realizing it's a process that's never really complete, because I feel like in some ways I did figure out how to be alone, and I'm really proud of myself for that, because being alone used to make me feel so uncomfortable, and now I've spent the past year traveling around the world by myself, and I'm so happy that like I could do that. I'm really grateful that I have the opportunity to do that, but I'm really happy that I could do that and feel peace and whole within myself, because I never used to feel that way. But then on the other end of the spectrum, I feel like self-love for me did become isolation, and it did become like prioritizing myself and focusing on myself and myself only. And now I don't really know how other people fit in as a part of that equation. I feel like I got so good at being alone that now the hard part of the challenge is like being with others and giving to others. So I really do feel like in the past year I went from one side of the spectrum to another. I want to read you one other part that I read today that really stood out to me, because it's something that I feel like I've spent, especially this past year, thinking about a lot, but I've never heard anybody else talk about. She says, word miracle is technically defined as a noun, but what if you thought of miracle as an action? In the same way that bell hooks describes love as a verb, what if we believe that we are engaging in miracle as a movement, and that we are constantly miracling with every sacred breath? If we believed, as we grow from children into adults, that every single breath we take is an enactment of miracle making, then perhaps we could see life as a gift instead of something we must prove ourselves worthy of. What would shift in our world if we believed in ourselves as living miracles? I feel like if you watch my first video to Spain, I think I vlogged that, the whole experience for me felt so magical. Like, Spain to me still feels so magical, and I feel like that was the first time I started using the word magic to describe things, whether it's like things I was seeing, but also things I was experiencing, people I was meeting. I realized though the magic was really like me and my perception, and less those things in some ways. But I feel like this chapter reminded me that like she describes it as miracles, I describe them as magic. Like, there's so much magic in the world. The way the sun hits things sometimes, the way that child and her dad were feeding the fish, all the old people that I see here, friends I see getting brunch together, the dogs living their dog life. Everything is magic, and I want to actively try on viewing more of life as magical, because I really do think it's the perception, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And I feel like when you start looking at life through that lens, all of life becomes so much more vibrant, and it becomes more vivid, and it becomes more miraculous, and every day becomes so much more exciting, and I become so much more grateful for every day, and for every breath, and for every love interaction I get to observe, and all the beginnings, all the endings. It's really, I really realize life is all about your perception, and how you view things is how you'll attract that energy as well. Like, so I just really want to be more intentional. I think something I wanted also, I'm putting it in this video so I could hold myself accountable. I really get off of social media more and spend less time online and more time being in the moment and being present and reading and thinking and writing and journaling and meditating, I feel like I'm too much on social media, and I feel like I use my phone too much as a distraction and a numbing mechanism. So I want to work on that, because life is too beautiful to try to numb yourself from. Right? The good, bad, the ugly, like whatever you're feeling, we're such incredible beings that get to feel things, and I'm really grateful for that. So I want to be more intentional and aware of that. So I think that's how we'll be ending this video. Thank you so much for spending your weekend with me in Madrid. Today was technically my last full real day. I work tomorrow and then I'm going home. So I really like making these videos because I find myself going back and watching them. So I'm really excited for the next phase of life I'll be in when I come to Madrid next, because every time is such a healing experience, and this past week went by so fast. So thank you for being here with me and coming and watching another one of the vlogs, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.